This commemorative speech on Molly Marine is being given to female recruits in boot camp. Who is Molly Marine? Why is she so important to female Marines? Women Marines, they don't have a nickname, and they don't need one. They get their basic training in a Marine atmosphere at a Marine post. They inherit the traditions of the Marines. They are Marines. This was quoted by Lieutenant General Thomas Holcomb, United States Marine Corps. There are always moments in a time of female Marines doing incredible patriotic things. In history, we have a lot of brave women that overcome adversity and stand tall to be recognized for their actions. At this point, no is not a word that's known to them. They stand together with their fellow Marines, receiving the same training, doing the same job, and fighting the same battles as the men. They end up achieving more through their determination, their courage, and their commitment in the Corps. When these women were told, we can't enlist, we can't go to war, and we can't have certain jobs, regardless of the negativity, we have always overcome those obstacles. Molly Marine, on November 10th, 1943, was a statue of a woman in service uniform to help the recruiting efforts of women during World War II. She then became a symbol of honor for all women Marines. Molly Marine stands 10 foot tall with a book and binoculars in her hand, looking towards the future. The book may represent the history of all women Marines, not only from the past, but well into the future. To me, she's a symbol that no matter what happens and what may come our way, we can weather through it and keep our heads held erect. For some of us, hard times when we may be in a country at war, or being told that we are females, we can't do certain things, we look back at Molly Marine and the history she carries with her. From the first female, Oprah Mae Johnson, who joined the Marine Corps in 1918 at the age of 40, to the first commissioned officer, Captain Ann Lentz, in 1943, followed by the first black female Marines in 1949, then the first female to get promoted to Master Gunnery Sergeant in 1960, who was Master Gunnery Sergeant Geraldine Moran, and the first female general in 1978, Brigadier General Margaret A. Brewer. We know things were not easy for them, but they overcame all their odds and set a place in history for us to follow. On February 24th, 1961, an award was approved, and the name of the award was called the Molly Marine Award. This program was to recognize noteworthy achievement by active duty female Marines. The awards were presented to the honor graduates from the Women Officer Basic Course and the Women Marine Non-Commissioned Officer Course, as well as 3 to the women recruits in the graduation platoon. They were presented with a ceramic statue of Molly Marine, as well as a certificate of noteworthy achievement. This was then later discontinued in 1972 and again in 1978. Today, the Molly Marine Award is given to 1 recruit in each graduating platoon. A photo, a commemorative coin of Molly Marine, as well as a certificate is presented. The history of Molly Marine first came to be by the name of a recruiter, Sergeant Charles Gresham, who needed something to help enlist female Marines. He wanted a statue of a woman in uniform, so he asked Enrique Alvarez to sculpt the statue, who ended up using Judy Musgrove, who was a former Marine, to be the model for the statue. On November 10th, 1943, on the Marine Corps' 168th birthday, Molly Marine came to be. She was erected in New Orleans, and then 2 replicas of the statue later was put at Marine Corps Base Quantico and Marine Corps Recruiting Depot, Parris Island. To this day, Molly Marine still symbolizes all the history of women who have earned the title Marine. We know we will become part of history that will be linked to Molly Marine. What we do to achieve this is to push ourselves beyond the limits and set the example for other women to follow. No matter what price we have to pay, always live by our values: honor, courage, and commitment. Be unique, be different, always remember where you have come from and what sacrifices others have gone through to make it possible for us to be here today.